Yes. Welcome, everybody, to TEM Sports, our bi-weekly sports show over here at Two Endangered Mammals Podcast. I am your host, the one who knows the least about sports in the room, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo. And with me, as always, is the GOAT co-host, Mr. Pun Fu Panda. Mr. Pun, how are you, sir?
I am well.
I feel like you're extra well today.
I am extra well.
And right next to him is our VIP on the inside, Mr. Cameroni DiPrinzio. Mr. Cam, how are you, sir?
Doing well as well.
Doing well as well.
As well.
Oh, we have a lot to unpack today.
Yeah.
I feel like we got a little bit of an interesting show happening today. I'm over here trying to get comfortable in my chair. I feel like I was the one holding us up this time. I feel like my light's a little bit off too, but that's all right. I'm gonna work with it. Because that's what I do. Because I'm a professional, damn it.
Still looking dashing. So.
Well, thank you, sir.
Well,
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm in focus thanks to you.
Yeah. Well, hey. Thanks to you for teaching me how to do that.
Oh, so. you know, that's what I. that is what I do. You know what I'm saying? That is literally what I do.
It is.
I should probably. I think I should keep an eye on the Instagram chat since we're live over on Instagram right now as well. Hold on, I'm literally gonna do that right now and make sure that everything is streaming smoothly over there. Yeah, it looks like we're running smooth over there, so we are good to go. Some quick little housekeeping as we like to do. Mr. Pun, good sir, why don't you tell the people how they are able to get in touch with you?
On Instagram and Snapchat at PunFuPanda, and on Facebook, Pun Capasso.
Mr. Cameroni DiPrinzio, how can they get in touch with you, good sir?
On the gram, Cam61916. And on the Twittersphere world, Bucks Guy.
The Twittersphere world?
14.
And if you want to reach me, you can reach me at Tiger39. And that's THAIGER 39. And you can reach me at Instagram and Facebook. Also Twitter, Snapchat, SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitch, Tiger39.com, Grubhub, GoPuff, Uber Eats,
MySpace.
Oh,
did you say that already?
I think I might have said MySpace. OnlyFans.
AIM. Bringing it back to the 90s.
You can hit me on my T-Mobile Sidekick.
Oh shit.
You can call me on the phone. Whatever you need to do. Whatever you need to do. Whatever it is that you need to do. Oh man, we got a interesting story. Look at Julian. Pause for dramatic effect. Julian is such a narrator.
He is. I feel he missed his calling.
Julian is definitely a narrator. Real quick, Mr. Peppy No Neck is in the chat on Instagram.
Look at this
letting
guy.
us know that he is watching.
Look at this guy.
Dude, on different platforms
What's
every
up?
week.
Also, Jackie P is in the
shit.
chat on Instagram.
Oh my goodness, what is happening?
Not to be outdone.
Right?
Not to be outdone. Jackie P is in the chat on Instagram.
Look at them.
Gabby is in the
What
chat
up, Gabby?
on Instagram. Gabby's old fine ass says she's gonna call me later.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Oh
Shit. Oh man. Cody's in the chat said, woohoo, my favorite show to watch on Sunday.
Thank you.
Also, the Browns did an excellent job. Well, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that. They got to win.
Oh yeah.
They got the dub, so that's positive.
Hey,
First
time since 2001 we're 3-1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's how bad football's
wow.
been in the city of Cleveland.
When's the last time they beat the Cowboys though? Is that a thing? Do they normally beat, or is it?
They don't play them all the time. So,
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That might be. We might have to look that up.
Scoring points.
Bozak is up in here.
What up, Britt?
Bozak, get the Bozak, get the Bozak. Julian said he has the perfect face for radio and movie narration.
Yeah, none.
Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. Absolutely perfect for both of them. Oh man, where do we want to start? Good old Richie Rich is up in the chat.
Oh shit.
Big Head Richie.
What up, Richie?
Yeah, old Sly in the Family Dome.
How's Jackson?
Oh, wait. He's a dad. So.
Yep.
Oh, as a matter of fact, Julian's a dad too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So he gets the foghorn as well.
I'm a Max in the building.
Oh, wait a minute.
Mom? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Wait, how come I don't see her on my end?
I don't know.
Well, Mama McClellan. How do I say it?
Yeah.
McClellan.
Yeah.
McClellan. Mama McClellan is in the chat. I feel like I'm hawking when I say McClellan. Feel like there's a lot going on whenever I say that. And as usual, I'm starting the recording of the audio late.
Well, all right.
We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Man, where do we want to start? I kind of want to start with these NBA playoffs.
I want to give a shout out to Richie.
Yeah, we can do that.
Real quick. Let's do that. Go ahead.
Shout out to Richie.
Oh.
He's running his mouth in the chat already.
Oh, yeah. Is he?
Hey, did Notre Dame play last week? Did they play this week? That's my question.
Oh.
You're in the same boat as Ohio State.
And who did they even play? Like some high school?
Yeah, we'll give Richie.
He in the same boat as Ohio State right now. His team ain't playing. Our team ain't playing.
Except at the end of it, we'll be in the playoffs and you won't.
Oh, so that does that mean that Richie gets the fat? Oh man,
we love Richie, even though he's a Notre Dame fan.
We do.
Good old Richie Rich. Richie Rich in the building. I ain't mad at him. I don't know either one of these things. So, how's the NBA looking, guys?
The NBA is going to be over Tuesday night.
Yep, as it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
What is the count right now?
2-0 Lakers.
2-0?
Yeah.
Oh God, so that's
Game 3's tonight. So it'll be 3-0.
Yeah.
Man, and does anybody come?
There's really
back
not much talk about in the NBA right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, has anyone ever come back from a 3-0 lead?
No.
From a 3-0 deficit?
No.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Cavs came from a 3-1,
and they're the only team to ever do that.
In the finals.
Yeah,
in the finals.
Yeah.
And LeBron,
in regular playoffs they have.
And LeBreezy was on that team, so
yeah,
it's a wrap, dude.
It's pretty much curtains.
Yeah, there is going to be absolutely no chance for Miami. There wasn't really going into the series.
I mean,
there wasn't.
It would have been closer.
Punt, do me a quick favor.
Yeah.
Right next to your foot is the power brick for that that laptop. It's on top of your mic cable. Just take it off of that. The white brick. You see the white brick? Yeah. Take that from on top of the yeah. Just so long as it's not on top of it. It won't move though. Oh. Well, throw it towards me. There we go. There we go. Now we don't have that buzz anymore. Figured out that's what remember when the static all of a sudden appeared?
2 weeks ago.
It's because there was a power cable.
Really?
The power brick from the MacBook was laying on top of the XLR cable for the microphone.
Oh, wow.
And that's what was causing the feedback. So basically, I got to do some cable management in here so it doesn't look like a bowl of spaghetti up in here. So, so you basically say that the NBA is just pretty much done, huh?
Dude. Yeah. The Lakers have found that groove that they were in before the canceling of the situation. Well, I should say the canceling, the deferment, the postponement of the season was brought upon. But I think they hit that groove. I mean, Miami's a good team, but I think, Pun said it last night, they're a year early. I think next year, I mean, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, but I don't foresee the Lakers
just
losing.
a year too soon, huh?
I don't see the Lakers losing 4 out of the next 5 games.
No, not at all.
Fuck no. Not
do
even
you
close.
do you see them even losing one?
No,
not even one.
Not with Bam and Goran out for.
So you
Miami.
Just think there's a straight up sweep
tonight's going to be. They're going to get. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't win by 20 plus tonight, and they'll play Tuesday, and that'll be it.
Do you think it's also benefiting them that they're playing in the bubble, so there's no home court advantage?
Absolutely not.
No, so it wouldn't have wouldn't even have made a difference.
No.
Wow, that damn good, huh?
They
they're
got it
also
clicking.
Yeah,
playing. It was kind of set up for them too. So
yeah, I mean they got it. They got it clicking.
You're giving the best team in the league, like you're giving teams against them no home court advantage to even steal a game.
Yeah.
So you're just letting.
That's what I was saying. You think it's a little, at least a little beneficial.
In that sense,
there's no home court advantage. You can't even steal a game. Can't even get your fans behind you to try to rally you to do something crazy.
Because so I guess there is a disadvantage.
Oh, hey, they got fans. They got video boards.
In the same aspect, who knows if Miami even would have made it to the finals if this was a regular season with fans and everything like that.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that is a good point. Wow.
Who knows?
I never even thought of that. Yeah, they might not even made the cut.
You never know.
I think we do know.
I mean, we know now, but
we know now, yeah.
But yeah, no, that's gonna be a.
I mean, we have a few. We have a few quick topics. Now that we covered that, we got this MLB season. That the MLB postseason actually that got what was it all
2 and out
all hour of it
2 and out
2 and out man woo
2 and out
the whole hour of the postseason or no the whole what was it 48 hours of the
for the Indians
of the postseason
maybe 2 days.
It was like 72 right because we won the first game.
No, we got swept.
We got swept. That's right.
Yeah. It was two and out.
We might have gotten 48
I think
hours.
the first game was a worse loss than the second game, right?
Yeah, we shouldn't have lost the second game.
No, now, what happened in that second game?
So we came out hot, went up 4-0. Mm-hmm. They got a run. It was 4-1.
I remember looking at that because I think I texted you, Pun, didn't I?
Yeah.
When I was talking about that.
Yep.
Yeah. And then
I got.
No, you were here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You were here.
Yeah,
he was here.
Yep.
And it just all went to hell.
I was. Yeah. And then I got in the car, headed home from work, and they had put guys on first and second. And by the time I got inside, the bases were loaded. By the time I sat down, Urshela hit a grand slam. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Really?
Wow. Yep.
So, then we fight back and we tie the game. And then they take the lead again. Then we fight back and tie the game. And then we take the fucking lead in the 8th inning. You get 3 runs in the 8th inning. I remember I was laying in bed watching it. My wife was next to me, out cold. I slap her. Katie, they tied the fucking game. They tied the game. Wake up. Right? Dude, kids are sleeping.
How happy was she about that?
Man, she was not amused at all. She was like, right? And, and then they take the lead. And then I thought twice about slapping her in the arm again, going, Kate, they took the fucking lead. I was like, you know what? I'll just let her sleep.
Let it slide this time.
So I'm like, oh, cool. They took the lead. I said that you get 3 runs in the 8th. You're going to have momentum going in the 9th. It is the Yankees.
Right.
But that's demoralizing to any team, no matter who you are. Going in the 8th inning, you're up 2. You give up 3. Fuck. I mean, it's 9 times out of 10, you're not going to come back and win that game.
No.
And the next thing you know, they went to a commercial, and I got comfy, and I fell asleep.
Oh, God.
And then I get up in the morning, and my phone went off, and all I see is Yankees-Indians game canceled. And I'm like, they fucking lost?
Wow. Okay, canceled?
And they lost. Well, the game 3 was canceled.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right, yeah.
Damn.
So then Katie goes, well, I guess they won because you hit me and said they tied it. And then I heard you say, Kate, they took the fucking lead. I said, no, they lost. I said they lost.
Oh,
so all my hitting of you and waking you up was all for null.
All for not.
Nothing.
Oh, man.
But, I mean, they got some work to do with that team. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. My personal opinion, I think our manager is going to retire because he's having some health issues.
Really?
Yeah. He hasn't coached
all season.
So
let me get a couple of them.
Dude, have some combos.
Them combos.
So I think we're gonna have a new coach. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think we're gonna have a new coach, and their starting pitching's great during the regular season. You get into the postseason, they fall flat on their face. The bullpen. I know Brand Hand for sure was an experiment, and I think they're done with that.
His actual name is Hand?
Yeah, his last name's Hand. But it sucks because he was 14 of 14 in saves coming into that game in that inning. Mm-hmm. But I mean, come on, this is the playoffs.
Yeah, you got to do work in the playoffs.
You got to perform. And that goes the same for Francisco Lindor.
Hell yeah, it does.
And I love Frankie Lindor to death, but he has been an absolute garbage during playoffs.
Yep.
He had one good game where he had a grand
slam. He was swinging at everything.
Everything.
Dude, he to me, he wasn't engaged in the season at all because it was only 60 games. Mm-hmm. And I think he knew that the Indians weren't going to resign him, so he said, fuck it, I'll just go out there and, I'll do what I can, but I'm not going to go out there and perform the way he should.
So it's the Indians that aren't re-signing him?
I don't think so. There's no way.
I wouldn't.
I mean, honestly, at this point, you went into a trade with San Diego. You got some young guys. You got a shortstop prospect who's top 5 in. He was a top 5 prospect at that position. So I think they're gonna, they've got guys on their team that can fill in, but you need to trade him and get something for him. He's too good of a player not to get something for him, because you're not going to fork out $250 million for him. And guys on the team aren't going to take pay cuts no matter what he says. He says he wants to stay here, but our owners are cheap, and they're not going to fork out that kind of money. They're just not.
Not at all.
Yeah. No.
So you think
they need to trade him?
They'll trade him for somebody.
It'll be more than one. It better be more than one person.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way you trade him is if you trade him for a equal or better shortstop. And I think there's maybe one out there, and the Cubs aren't letting Javi Baez go.
Nope.
Sorry. That ain't going to happen.
They're not going to. They're like, fuck that.
No.
They're like, y'all can fuck all the way off.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I don't want to say they're going to jump into the rebuilding process because, when they start to roll and people saw it, the 6 games prior to the end of the season, I mean, they were playing good baseball. Pitching was good. They were starting to hit the ball. And then it was like that first game, the Yankees put up 12, and they were like, well, fuck this. We're not going to.
Gabby said Jose did well this season, though.
Jose MVP. Yeah. He should get the MVP.
He should. Yeah.
If he doesn't, there's a serious problem. That dude was top-notch from day one through the playoffs.
Yep.
I assume you co-signed that pun?
Oh, hell yeah. And Shane Bieber should be the Cy Young.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yep.
Okay.
Without Jose Ramirez, we don't make the playoffs.
Fuck no.
Really?
Fuck no.
Without Jose Ramirez, we're not even in any of the second playoff.
Not even in the conversation?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Where was he during the Yankees game, though?
He was doing his thing.
He was the whole reason we were in that game.
He's the only one who was fucking in that game.
He's like, I did as much as I could.
He did everything he possibly could.
Takes more than one.
Without a doubt.
In baseball, definitely.
Yeah, 100% definitely takes more than one. Oh, Jackie P said, hello.
Oh, hi, Mom.
In the chat on Instagram.
Yeah.
She's everywhere. Yeah, I mean, that was a quick convo.
I mean, we could.
There's still some games for the playoffs, right?
There's a ton of games.
Yeah, so tomorrow it's the final 8. So tomorrow we have in the American League we have the Astros versus the Athletics,
right?
And then the Yankees versus the Rays.
Okay.
And then on Tuesday, the NL playoffs start, and that is the Marlins versus the Braves and the Padres versus the Dodgers.
Okay. So we got some games.
Yeah.
You guys got any predictions for those?
I'm taking the Marlins and the Padres.
The Marlins and the Padres? Yeah. Cam, what about you?
I'm going to have to second that, and the reason I do, the Marlins, when they make the playoffs, they've won the World Series.
Yeah. They're undefeated in the playoffs.
The 2 times they've made the playoffs,
really?
They've won the World Series.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So it's like they get in, they know what to do. They know how to win.
Yeah, they've been
there
finish.
Before.
And I think go ahead.
Is it the same coaching staff as the last time they were there? Or is it all
but this is a team that has been drafted, and they've done it,
the right way
through the draft. The young guys, they got some vets in there.
They don't rely on the superstar players,
right?
So they got the formula basically,
right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And the Padres, I mean, that series can go either way, but I think San Diego. Yeah. The Dodgers have ruled that West for the last 10 years. They've gotten to the World Series. They haven't performed, but I could see San Diego taking that series. That'll be an interesting series to watch.
Real quick, El Presidente of the Fuck All the Way Off Club.
Oh, boy.
Belsky, huh?
He's here.
In the building. Yeah, Mr. Belsky.
What's up, Belsky?
Mr. Belsky is here with us.
So is Mr. William F. Delgado.
Oh, is Willie D? Willie D is up in here. Willie Dynamite. Yep. Good old Willie D. Hold on real quick. Let me give him the... We got to talk to him. Wait, isn't it Kayla that got us that candle? Yeah. It might be time for us to re-up. We gotta
might need a new one.
Yeah, Willie, we gonna need you to we need you to give your wife a massage. Give her a little lap dance.
Oh boy.
So that you can smooth her a little bit so we can get another candle up in here. Oh man. I love it. So you're taking the What'd you say? The Marlins?
The Marlins and
the
Marlins. Yeah.
And who do you think? Okay, if you had to do a prediction for that's the finals.
Oh no, that'll be Then if the Marlins and the Padres win, they'll play to go to the World Series for the National League.
Okay. Yeah. And then who
for the American League?
Yeah, who do you have on the American League?
I'm personally going to take the Athletics because fuck the Astros and Tampa Bay.
Okay. Yeah. Now, if you had, what about you, Cam?
I don't know, man.
You copycat. It's okay.
I feel the Athletics should win that series, but I feel they're not going to. Just because Houston is out to prove a point that they can still do it without cheating, and we're going to see about it.
Yeah.
There was.
Wait, did they get busted for cheating?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Big time.
Big time.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This is the funny thing about it. Everybody got in trouble, but the players. And as a result, at the end of the investigation, the MLB said this was clearly a player-involved scandal.
Yeah.
But yet no player got in trouble.
No player got in trouble for it.
Nope, not a single one.
Coaches got fired. Front office people got fired. Wins got taken away.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
But not one player who you deemed was responsible for it
got in trouble.
Got in trouble for it. Oh, okay.
So I'll go with the Astros just because I think they're out to prove a point that they can do it without cheating.
Right.
Obviously, this is if there's a time to prove that you could do it without cheating, this is it.
No fans. Yeah. You can hear everything.
You can hear everything. So if you want to make a point in your case, this would be the ideal year to do it.
You start hearing people, "Hey, put the cork in the bat."
You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no, it wasn't that because that's actually harder to hit the ball with cork in the bat.
Real quick, Ducky is in the chat.
What up, Ducky?
What up,
Ducky? So you think they're a team on a mission right now,
which is a very good observation by Cam. But
now, if you had to give obviously way early prediction of the finals, what do you think possibly that would look like?
Who first, Cam or me?
Let's go with you, Pun.
I'm taking the Rays and the Padres. Although I really do want it to be an all Florida World Series, but I'll take the Rays and the Padres.
So you got Rays and Padres. What about you, Cam?
I don't know, man.
These aren't like hard predictions. It's just like super early.
If I had to go on a guess right now, I would say the Padres and the Yankees. For some reason, watching that series against Cleveland and what they did to pitching, hitting the ball, they are never out of a fucking game ever.
Okay.
You could be up 7-0 going into the ninth inning, and you would kind of like today with the Browns. Yeah. You could have a big lead, but going into that ninth inning, I mean, they could rattle off 8 runs and take that game right from you, and it wouldn't even surprise anyone.
Okay.
I mean, that's just a guess, the Yankees and the Padres.
Now, let me ask this. Going with the picks that you made, obviously not picks that aren't set in stone. These are just
for sure.
lobbing them out there. Who do you think, with Pun, who do you think with the 2 that you have in the finals, who do you think takes that game?
The Rays.
The Rays?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, man, they've been the best team pretty much all year.
Okay.
And they've had, obviously you're going to have some dips and like peaks and valleys, but they've been the most consistent team all year.
Okay.
Complete team. Pitching, offense.
Right.
So.
And Mr. Cameroni DiPrinzio, with the 2 teams that you lobbed out there for the finals, who do you think takes that game?
I would have to say it's the Padres.
Over the Yankees? Why is that? I mean, you just heard me.
There's been a lot. I'll put it to you this way. There has been a lot that has gone on out in California this entire year. Mm-hmm. And not that I'm a conspiracy theorist. I do believe in some.
I am.
But there is a lot that has gone on out there in California. And to have your professional basketball team win a title in Los Angeles, because they're going to win it. I mean, that's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah. Right.
And, to get a baseball team, whether it's the Dodgers or the Padres, 2 California teams, and there's no saying the Dodgers can't win the World Series this year.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it would be a morale boost for that entire state. But
what about Florida, though?
San Diego, Florida too.
Same thing with Florida. I mean, they were pretty much said, hey, don't go to Florida.
Right.
because it's like the hotbed for COVID, but yet it never was.
It never was. But I mean, San Diego though they just there's just something about that team.
I'm sorry, the germ.
You know what I'm saying? There's something about that.
Make sure that cable's plugged in there because I moved that table around a lot today.
Yes. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Cool. Yeah, there's just something about San Diego. Like when you watch them play, they just I don't even know what it is. They have that it right now.
That it is Fernando Tatis.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
But they have that. They have that.
It is a him.
Yes,
and his name is Fernando
Tatis.
Tatis. So you got what would you say? Padres.
He said Padres.
He's got Padres.
Yeah.
Cam has Padres, and you have
the Rays.
You have the Rays. Yeah. Okay. I have no idea.
Hey, your boys won it last year.
Yeah, the Natties
in an actual season.
Yeah,
so.
Actual season.
With fans and everything.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So we got we got that going for us.
Yep.
Oh man, I feel like the hot topic for the day here in Cleveland is these the old brownies, huh? The old double fudge.
Yep.
They looked impressive.
They did.
I mean, on paper, so okay, I can say as somebody who wasn't actively watching the game on the screen, just numbers, looking at the score, I was like, man, they are doing a great job.
They were.
And then, at the end, obviously Dallas came back a little bit, but they still won by what, 10? 11. So they won by 11, which is basically a touchdown and maybe an extra point. Or a touchdown and a field goal. Yeah. That's what I meant by extra point, because I don't know shit about but yeah, so y'all were saying that they didn't Cam, you had some issues with some things that they were doing, eh?
No, I mean, you got to look at both sides of the coin here. They let their playmakers make plays.
Yep.
Okay,
right, for sure.
Right.
Our coach had a great scheme all day. I mean, he was pedal to the metal.
Mm-hmm.
The only part I didn't like is in that fourth quarter, they did a lot. Not that they sat on the lead, okay, because when you're up 41-14 and you have 15 minutes left, I mean, unless you have an absolute epic fucking breakdown, you should be able to win that game.
Yeah.
And they almost did. But they broke. But teams of old.
But we didn't break.
No, we broke. But teams of old, hear me out. We bent and we broke. But a previous Browns team being down by 3, we would have found a way to lose that game.
Yeah. Up by 3.
Up by 3. We would have found a way.
Yeah, they weren't down at Were they down? They weren't down at any point.
Yes, they were. Right? They were down 14-7.
14-7.
And then scored 34 points in a row without Dallas scoring. But we bent. We broke in that fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And then we found a way to win the game, not lose the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
old Browns would have found a
way to lose. Oh, hey, we're up 3. Let's figure out a fucking way to lose this game with 6 minutes left. They would have found a way to lose by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Holy
so
crap.
you can start to slowly see
the actual.
There's a lot of faith. There's a lot of trust. There's a lot of everything in this whole new scheme and new coaching system. You could see it, because if there wasn't, today wouldn't have happened. Yeah. We were up 27 points going the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Gave up 24 straight points. We're up by 3. And I mean, I looked at my wife and said, they're going to fucking blow this game. Because as a Browns fan, you've seen it happen.
Kind of get used to it.
That's what me and...
You've seen it happen.
Yeah.
You get that sense. But then they came out that very next series, and what did they do? First fucking play, they put the ball in a playmaker's hand. He scored a touchdown.
Yep.
Then he had a wild 2-point conversion that wasn't even supposed to be a 2-point conversion. But it was.
Thanks to the Dallas Cowboy player touching the ball.
You got the ball in your playmaker's hands, and today they made plays.
Hold that thought real quick. We got Kelsey's old fine ass in the chat.
Kelsey?
What up, Kels?
Kelsey is one of our number 1 most supportive fans that we have.
Yep.
Shout out to Kelsey. She's also a veteran. Shout out to Kelsey. Please continue. Also real quick for everybody, I know that the ticker is still there when I'm doing the lower thirds. It's because I shrank the ticker a little bit so that the names show, but not the socials. Just so y'all, putting the name up there, it actually looks not bad at all. It looks, it looks very professional. So,
cool.
Yes, I am doing that on purpose. I'm leaving the ticker up on purpose. We do the socials at the beginning and end of the show. All right,
for sure.
Please continue.
So, I mean, but going to the defense, we did play a prevent for the whole fourth quarter. And when you have a good quarterback, and Dak Prescott is a good quarterback, and Dallas does have extremely good weapons.
They're the number one offense.
They're the number one offense. They're going to pick you apart. I mean, it's going to happen. Had we stayed aggressive and, we ran our schemes and played man, I don't think they would have scored 24 straight points. Mm-hmm. But you got to take. No.
I was like, what's that?
Right? You got to take.
I literally thought the mic cut off. I was like, I'm starting to check shit. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
You got to take the positives out of this. I mean, you're 3-1. You put up 49 points. Mm-hmm. It would have been more. Baker didn't have a bad game at all.
Right. He actually looked like the Baker that we drafted.
He missed it. He missed a couple throws that he should have made.
Okay.
That kind of would have put the game away and not made it close. Mm-hmm. He had a third and 4, and he had Odell down the sideline, had 4 steps on the guy, and he missed him. He hits that. I mean, that game's over. And
pretty much it's a wrap.
That would have been it would have been that would have kind of put the nail in the coffin. But it happens. You miss it. But it was something different that you saw today when the Browns broke, and then they found a way to win instead of figure out.
There was no
take 6 minutes and go, all right, guys, how do we lose this game? Making it look good to lose.
I mean, historically, from what I've seen, the Browns are usually like in the second half is usually when they're not so great. Like a lot of times they'll be doing good or even ahead sometimes. In the second half is usuly when teams come back. And
that's kind of what it was today.
That's what it was.
We scored 24 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's really what it was today.
We didn't score. We scored none in the third.
We scored none in the third.
Yeah.
So in this case, was it a situation where they got far enough ahead, and the defense did enough to stop the team from just coming back and running over them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to an extent, because the defense did try to. they were browsing.
Oh,
the defense was browsing.
Yeah,
I know we were in that our offense wasn't helping because we went into just, hey, when the ball, let's try to take much time off the clock. But at the same time,
you got to run.
You also
offense.
have to stop the team, the other team too, and our defense wasn't doing that. Whether alone they were in the prevent defense or not, they just weren't stopping anybody.
Because I mean, if you look at the first half, they were making plays. There was pressure on the quarterback. Myles Garrett was causing fucking havoc in the backfield.
Oh,
second half, third quarter. We didn't score any points, but they didn't score any points.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that third quarter was kind of our bending point, and then when the fourth quarter came, the defense broke, but when they needed to make a play,
they did.
Denzel Ward had an interception. They made a play. I-O.
I-O.
So you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's you got to look at the positives in this.
Yeah.
We're 3-1. We haven't been 3-1 since 2001.
Yeah.
We've scored 30-plus points in 3 games in a row. We haven't done that since 1991.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We haven't scored. The Browns have not scored 30-plus points in 3 games since 91.
Yeah. And in those 3 games, we're undefeated.
Really?
Yeah.
So if we score 30-plus points, right now we're undefeated.
Usually win the game.
Yeah.
Oh, if you score 30-plus points in the NFL, you should win.
Yeah. What?
I mean, that's all there is to it. You should win.
Yeah. I mean, didn't the Cowboys kind of scored 30-plus points this time?
They scored 38.
Yeah.
But
the Browns scored 49.
Yeah. But if your defense is, giving up almost 49 points.
They have
really quick, Chocolate Girl Wonder is in the chat on Instagram, and she said, "Hi, Pun.
What up, Key?"
Damn, I don't get no love either. That's all right though, because I see her all the time. Yeah. But yeah, Chocolate Girl Wonder says, "Hi, Pun. What up, Chocolate Girl Wonder?" Key? Pun says, "What up?"
How is Tremont?
I'll put the camera on you so you can ask that.
How is Tremont?
There you go.
I guess that's where all the Velvet Dog people were.
I didn't get an invite to that either. What the fuck?
I didn't get one either.
Motherfuckers treating me like
I'm not
like a stepchild. Oh man. Oh, she said not Tiger because he was supposed to send me the address. I knew I forgot something today.
Oh man.
I knew I forgot something. Well, I mean, I could send you the address right now.
Yeah. You still come through. We just started.
Yeah, you can still come through. We just started. We only been going for like 40 minutes. Yeah. You can still slide through.
So
before we continue,
because
I've been downtown a lot with you now.
Right.
on Sundays, if you see me downtown with this LSU jersey on,
read the name on the back.
Read the name on the back. Like, I'm wearing it for a reason.
So many people. Oh, Keith says she's drunk now.
Nice.
I feel like you would have been either way. So
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people kept coming up to you.
Yeah, even today.
They're like, oh man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
I bet you're feeling like crap. Yeah. And even I was telling them, dude, look at the name on the back.
Like, look at the name.
There's a whole reason. And you know what? Every time you've won that jersey,
undefeated in this jersey,
undefeated in that jersey,
being downtown.
That's what I'm saying. Every time you've come downtown with that jersey on, they've won.
Well, because the Thursday night game when for the first game, I didn't have this jersey on. I had regular Browns one on.
Yeah.
But it was still an Odell Beckham one.
But for the ones that they've won, you've worn that one, right?
Well, we won that Thursday night game too.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, but I've been downtown though.
Oh, okay. So you got to be downtown with an OBJ jersey on.
Yes.
That's the formula.
So on Sundays, I have to wear this one.
Okay.
Because I'm 2-0 on Sundays with this.
Okay.
If it's a Thursday or Monday night game, I'll wear the Browns one again.
And what do you wear, Cam?
Shit, what did I
Gonzo
wear?
flicked us off, by the way.
Oh, did he? Gonzo's in the Gonzo's in the chat.
I wore my Odell jersey, military jersey, last week, and today I wore just a white T-shirt. But I had my daughter wear her Odell jersey because she wanted to. So maybe that's the formula.
She was the contributing factor there.
Yeah, Mom had a Browns shirt on, and Jade had the jersey on. I had a white tee and some shorts.
I look clean in my white tee.
In my white tee.
No. I was like, you know what? We'll leave it off this week, see what happens.
So really quick, Pun, I want to get your thoughts on the game, on what transpired. Obviously,
man, it's a whole bunch of fun.
It was fun to watch.
I mean, a win is definitely a lot more fun than a loss.
It was like the second quarter was entertaining as hell because, like I said, we scored 24 points in one quarter. And I don't even remember the last time.
Was that
happened.
mostly because, like I said, I didn't really watch the game. Was that mostly running, or was that?
It was a bit of both.
Okay.
We were really. I mean, our running game definitely fueled us. Mm-hmm. But it was a good mixture of both.
Okay.
So like they were playing off of each other.
Right.
Like I said, like the defense didn't look great in the second half, but that was a combination of a lot of things. Like you were playing the best offense in the league. Mm-hmm. You were put in that position by your offense. Not like fully running their playbook because they were just trying to milk the clock. And you weren't in a good position because you were playing prevent defense. And that defense is horrible. You're pretty much just giving the offense 10 yards at a time.
Yeah.
So if you're playing the number one offense in the league
and you're giving them
them 10 yards right off rip every play, they're gonna score. So but like Cam said, we broke, and unlike the old Browns, we found a way to put it back together.
I mean, that's really
so. That's all that really
matters.
Yes, that's all that really matters. Like, is at the end of the game, you didn't Browns.
Yeah,
you tried.
They may have tried a little bit,
but so maybe this is the start of a turnaround. And maybe we won't be the same old Browns, hopefully.
I'll throw this in. You're going to see what the Browns are made of the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
We play Indianapolis at home, who has a winning record, and then we go to Pittsburgh, who's undefeated.
Yeah.
So you're going to see what kind of team the Browns actually are these next 2 weeks.
Yep.
Because the last 3 games, you've beat teams you should have beaten.
You should have beaten.
Cincinnati is awful. Washington is not much better, and Dallas is
not much better.
Not much better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. They did.
So I mean, you beat 3 teams. You were if you looked at the first 4 games of the Browns schedule. Mm-hmm. As a fan, you're going, hey, we're going to go 4-0. No.
2-2.
Legitimately, you should have looked at it and go, we should be 3-1 going into week 5.
2-2 at least.
At worst, 2-2.
Yeah.
Who would have been the other team that would have beat the Browns?
Dallas.
Yeah, I think today would have been the day. Yeah. I mean, Washington and Cincinnati, you shouldn't lose to. They're just not. Yeah. You might be dysfunctional as the Browns, but you're not on Cincinnati and Washington's level. You have too much talent on the Browns to
be losing to
those teams. So if there was going to be another game, it would have been today.
It would have been today.
But Indy and Pittsburgh are going to be. You're going to see what the Browns are made of, and even if you go out and you beat Indy and you lose to Pittsburgh,
that's still.
But if you play if you play like you did today, and then you actually put together a fourth quarter, you're gonna see a lot more faith by Browns fans.
What do you think they can do to basically change around how things go in the fourth quarter?
It's just a mental thing.
Yeah, you just got to.
You got to play. I mean, I think it's. Pun will agree with me. He played. It's when you get to that fourth quarter. It's especially today. You're up by 27 points. It's kind of like, okay, we got this in the bag. Yeah, okay, they go down, they score a touchdown. Okay, we're still up by 3 scores. Yeah. We have enough time to milk the clock where they're not going to get the ball back to score enough. But anybody knows in football that could change. I mean, one play can change.
They scored 2 touchdowns in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, they scored 24. They scored 24 points in 6.5 minutes.
Yeah. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's not. But I think it's just mental. Like, hey, you need to go out there and play the way you did the first 3 quarters of the game, and that's what kind of got me aggravated about the fourth quarter. Is yes, you want to take time off the clock, but in the same aspect, you can't. They're going to stack the box. They're going to put 8, 9, 10 guys in the fucking box because they know all you're going to do is run.
Yeah.
You don't have enough blockers to block 10 guys in the box. Okay, without them making some kind of penetration to get in your backfield, it just won't happen. Am I saying we should throw all 3 downs? No.
No,
but you know what? You want to throw on first down, get 6 yards. Now you've got 2 downs to get 4 yards.
Okay.
But I think that, you know what I'm saying? I think they kind of went away from that a little bit, and that's what kind of aggravated me is because it was almost like, all right, we've got the lead, and they kind of played Jim Tressel ball. And, no disrespect to Jim Tressel, but when he got a lead, he sat on that lead.
Yeah. And he relied on his defense.
The
only problem is the Browns Buckeyes teams had a legit defense.
You were confident in Ohio State's defense at that point. Like, we can stop them and win this game. Whereas right now, I mean,
with all the
injuries and shit like that to the Browns, you're not 100% confident that they can stop a fucking high school team if they needed to.
Ooh,
but I mean, it's just weird because
we need.
Paul said that first half, it was like a wrecking field, and then it was like. That second half, they had that lead. It was kind of just like, all right, we're going to.
Once Garrett started doing his thing, they just double-teamed him, and it took him out the game.
It took him right out of the game. And that's where.
It was a wrap at that point?
I mean, he was still there, but it was like he got off quick, and then they were like, all right, well, you know what? We're going to take a chance with the rest of the defense.
Right.
Because that's what they did. They double-teamed him, essentially
made the rest beat us.
Negating him, and the rest of the defense didn't do anything. No. They weren't getting pressure. They weren't. No.
And that's why Dak picked him apart because in that first half, when he was getting pressured, he was having high throws. Throws were behind receivers. There was near interceptions. He got strip sacked by Myles Garrett. It was the Browns played 3 good quarters of football, and then the fourth quarter happened. But when they needed to make a play, they made a play. They actually made 2 plays when they needed to make a play.
They made it.
Odell was the Odell that everybody has been
waiting for.
Really quick. Ashley Homburg's fine ass is up in the chat as she said, "Happy Sunday, guys."
Happy Sunday to you as well.
Oh, it's a happy Sunday now.
It is. Sure is.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Cam. Please continue.
But yeah, I just
really quick. Mad Doctor's in the chat on Instagram.
Oh shit, Mad Doctor. Ruckus.
But no, I mean, Browns fans should have a lot to be happy about.
Yeah,
because
it seems like it was a really good day.
It was. Yeah. I mean, it was. They reached milestones today they hadn't reached, and I was listening to 92.3 on the way over, and if I remember this right, I could be wrong, but the Browns scored 31 points in the first half. They had not done that in a game, I think they said, in like 20 years, and then we had 300 yards rushing.
Really?
Yeah.
We hadn't done that since 1967.
Jeez.
Let's all pray that Nick Chubb has just got a sprained knee and it's nothing serious.
Yeah, hopefully because
torn. Let's be honest here. Him and Kareem Hunter are 1-2 punch. You lose your one, and the guys today, they filled in.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was spectacular to see that they stepped right up. They filled in for a spot.
But that's not going to.
That is not. And I mean, we could be totally wrong, but
we could.
That's
not
how
it goes.
That's not going to carry over for the next 12 games.
Right.
It's just it's not. You need that 1-2 punch. I mean, Kareem Hunt was hurt. He was playing with a groin injury, and he still played good. But, let's hope Nick Chubb, worst case scenario, he's out next week against Indy. I think we can afford that, but we need him against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Because you want to see, the Browns can send a serious statement to the rest of their conference, even Baltimore, even though the Browns got destroyed. They get to play Baltimore again at home.
Yeah, we get them at home. So.
Oh, okay.
And if they have fans there, minimal as it'll be, it's still some noise. But I think
it's still something.
Yeah.
I think the Browns can send a serious, message to the rest of their conference, like, hey, listen, we're not the Browns of old. It's not just a game on your calendar you could circle and put a W by. That's just not going to happen. And I think even in a loss to Pittsburgh, if they go out there and play 4 competitive quarters of football, that still sends a message like, fuck, these are not the old Browns of before.
Yeah.
We're going to have to put up some points. We're going to have to play good defense.
It's going to be a football game.
It's going to be a football
Not
game.
Practice.
Right. Talk about practice.
We're talking about practice.
But, I think that's my outlook. Other people are, could disagree, but I think it's, you got to give them time.
Really quick in the chat, McLovin Hart is in the chat on Facebook.
Used to be
I love that name.
Used to be a security guard at UPS.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Love that name.
Yep.
McLovin Hart. That's awesome. I love it. Really quick, for everybody that's watching on Instagram, I know we're coming up on the Instagram time limit, so I'm going to re-up the stream. So if you're watching on Instagram right now, just give it a second, refresh it, and then please, by all means, sign back on in just a moment. I'm going to do that right now while we're because I don't want it to do it for me. I want to do things on my terms.
Hey, there you go.
Jesus Christ, the Colts are being the fucking Bears.
So while you're doing that, I'll run over some scores real quick from the rest of the league. So to run over some scores, the Cincinnati Bengals beat Jacksonville Jaguars 33-25.
Okay.
The New Orleans Saints beat the Detroit Lions 35-29.
I like how you were like Detroit, the Detroit Lions.
It's 37 years of being Pepe No Neck's son. That's what that is.
All right, we are back live on Instagram, but please continue, sir.
The Seattle Seahawks beat the Miami Dolphins 31-23.
Really?
Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Chargers 38-31.
Okay.
Baltimore Ravens beat the Washington football team 31-17. The Carolina Panthers beat the Arizona Cardinals 31-21. Wow. Minnesota Vikings beat the Houston Texans 31-23, and the Houston Texans are 0-4. That is crazy.
Really?
Yeah, that's
mind-boggling.
That's what happens when you trade your best player. So I really don't feel bad for him. I really don't.
So one player made all the difference.
DeAndre Hopkins, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they traded him for some reason.
Good grief.
At the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that's probably not the best idea.
And then currently going on, the Los Angeles Rams are beating the New York Football Giants in the bottom of the 9th inning 10-9. Because that's a baseball score. That's not a football score.
Oh, that's
a
baseball score?
Well, it should be 10-9. Like, really, you're playing football. Like, which used to be Brown scores, so I really can't make fun too bad. The Indianapolis Colts are beating the Chicago Bears 13-3.
Oh, really?
And the Buffalo Bills are beating the Las Vegas Raiders 17-16. And that is all up to date right now.
Wow. Man, we are so professional right now, man. We got updated games. It feels wonderful. It feels wonderful.
I've been meaning to do that for a while. I'm like, we should update. So I'm just thinking I do it.
Wunderbar. Isn't that wonderful in German, I think?
I believe so.
Wunderbar.
Staying on the topic of football.
Oh.
The Buffalo Bills.
Thursday night's football game, a lot of people expected to be absolutely atrocious and awful with the Broncos and the Jets. But that was a really fun game to watch.
Really, do tell.
When you have two teams who haven't won.
Yeah, I know, but still, a lot of people thought it was going to just be awful because they were dismal teams. But
no
that
offense, no nothing. But.
Right, but that was an actual fun game to watch. It really was. But other than that,
really quick, Mr. Will Delgado is in the chat on Instagram as
Willie
well.
D.
William F. Delgado.
William F. Delgado.
All right, please continue.
So I don't know. Football's.
It's like sometimes the games you think are going to be bad
turn out to be
good games.
Turn out to be the good ones. They really do.
That one Thursday was pretty fun.
The Thursday one was fun to watch.
We caught the last part of it at the wing establishment we were at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, yeah.
It was on the TV.
It was at the.
And that's what I was paying attention to.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was watching at our wing establishment of choice for that evening.
Yes,
for that rather interesting evening. A lot of
that's putting it mildly.
A lot of side things going on that.
Oh, a lot of side things.
Oh,
a lot of interesting side things.
Yeah, interesting side things going on. Oh boy. Speaking of interesting things, how about this UFC that took place?
You know what? That was a fun one to watch.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Starting with the main event, man. Right? Holly Holm looked like a woman possessed.
She looked like the Holly Holm of old.
Yes, yes.
With an added weapon.
Honestly, she looked better than the Holly Holm of old. To be completely honest, like she looked stronger.
She looked good.
She
looked healthier.
Yeah, she looked healthier, and her game plan was crazy. Like I've never seen her grapple that much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like usually Holly would come out. Obviously, she had kicks. We all knew she had boxing.
Yep.
Right.
So it was like, it's like she said, okay, watch out for her boxing. And then she started adding kicks. And we're like, okay, watch out for the kicks. And then, she would clinch. But that was usually like as far as it got. Yeah. But like she got a takedown in every round.
Yeah.
Like all 5 rounds, she got a takedown. And her pacing.
Right.
Her pace, she had like old school Diego Sanchez pacing, where it just didn't slow down. She kept every time she threw something, almost obviously she threw a couple jabs here and there, but every time she threw something, she was throwing combinations. Coaches always say punches and bunches, and she was doing that. Like that was like it was like textbook. It was like it was literally if I was a coach and I wanted to show my fighters how I want them to fight, I would show them that fight by Holly Holm, fighting basically a younger version of herself, somebody who usually ends fights within the first round or two. Right. Usually first round. This girl was knocking people out first round. And on paper, like when you're looking at it, Holly Holm's well decorated. She's 38. It seemed like on paper it was supposed to be a passing of the guard in a sense. Yep. You know what I mean? Like she was supposed to pass the baton to this girl, and then she was supposed to run with it and go on a championship run. But Holly was like,
Holly didn't get that memo.
apparently somebody didn't give her the note.
She was like, wait, what? I'm supposed to do what? I just learned how to take down. Like what?
Right. She was like, the only thing I'm passing is his ass whooping right here. I'm gonna pass that along to you. Yeah, man, it was crazy. Like she left that right hand out there, almost like a focus mitt, and old girl kept like jabbing at it, and then Holly would combo her up, and then she would finish off her combos with a kick. I was like, what? She didn't even between rounds, like she was pacing. Yeah, I text you. I was like, did she do a few lines before this fight? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I responded. I was like, well, that is Jackson Rink Academy.
That's in the pedigree.
Yeah, right.
The wild thing is she's always pretty hyper for her fights. Yeah. She never really slows down. Even when she fought Cyborg and went 5 rounds with her, she never slowed down. Yeah. It's just she wasn't putting together. It just wasn't clicking for her in that fight. Yeah. But this one, man, it seemed like everything was coming together. She was hitting her. She was kicking her. And then, at some point she would be like, okay, I'm going to take you down now. Right. Because we got to do all this. And the crazy thing about what people who may or may not train or haven't fought or just been in the gym, the thing about Julian said that Holly Holm has dipped into the fountain of youth. Absolutely.
It looked like
absolutely. Sure that goes to show you when you take care of yourself, man, anything is possible. Yeah. Anything is possible. True. But the big thing about takedowns is even just doing takedowns or attempting takedowns, right? You get somebody thinking about that. And once they're thinking about that, in a lot of cases, then they're like, okay, now their focus is away from your striking and they're thinking about your takedown. So now your striking can start to be more crisp. Yep. And then when she hit the ground, so there's a lot of strikers that will work takedowns and get trips and stuff. But then once they hit the ground, it's like, it's not much of anything. Right. She looked strong down there. Yeah. Like she almost looked like a wrestler. Right. She looked really, really strong. Her top pressure was was crazy. And even when I believe the girl, her name's Irene, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Even when Irene went to try to do some sweeps or whizzer or stuff like that, like Holly wasn't having it.
No.
Like she was able to defend all that. She just looked, man, she looked strong.
She did. Good.
I remember when you were texting me, I was like, yeah, about the takedowns.
Yeah.
Cam, we freaking rewound it. We're like, wait, did she really? Because we thought maybe it was Irene taking.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, Holly Holm.
Or maybe Irene pulled guard
or something. Like, no, it was Holly Holm taking people down, which is fantastic.
Oh, also, Peppy No Neck said, Pep is back in the house on Instagram and watching.
Play-by-play updates from...
Yeah. Really quick, I know it's after the fact, but happy birthday, Pep. Really quick. He gets all
again.
He gets the whole weekend.
Oh Jesus! Don't do this. You want to know why? Because we already started hearing about when his next birthday is.
Oh boy,
October 1st.
Yeah. Is that his next one?
Yeah, it doesn't change.
A whole year from now, he's already talking about it.
Oh yeah, that's what happens with him. He's a child.
Oh man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man. Holly was wow. She was already one of my favorite fighters. And because she's so game. Yeah. Like even in losses, like she's game. Right? Like she's here to fight. She's not somebody that, I'm not here to beat a dead horse, but we saw what happened when Ronda got a couple of losses. Like she just dipped out of the game.
Yeah, she didn't want to fight no more.
And like here's the thing. If you want to get out, that's fine.
Yeah.
She did a lot for women's MMA.
She did.
She wasn't the pioneer that everybody says she was. That goes to Gina Carano and Cyborg.
Yeah.
At the same time, she did become a superstar. She did open the door for a lot of people. But it's like a lot of people will say how you handle a win is one thing, but how you handle your losses says a little bit more.
And
more
importantly, how you come back from them.
How you come back from them.
Yeah.
And the heart of a champion is to be able to come back from a loss.
Yeah.
And Holly has done that. I mean, Holly lost the belt to Miesha Tate. She got choked unconscious.
Yeah.
Won a couple fights after that, and then lost to Cyborg, lost to
Nunes.
Nunes.
No. Oh yeah, she did. Yeah.
She got knocked out by Nunes, I believe, or TKO'd. And then to come back from that with a performance like this is just like, wow, that's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
It also kind of I kind of related to how Jessica was able to bounce back from the losses that she had. She fought for the belt, got knocked out, and then was able to bounce back from that and get back into the win column. I'm telling you, man, the heart on these women is like
it's crazy.
If you're a person that doesn't watch women's MMA, I would argue that you're not an MMA fan.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? I would go as far as to say that if you don't appreciate these fights that these women are putting on, then you are not truly an MMA fan.
Most importantly, that.
Yeah.
And and even with say if it's like last night was a fight night, so it's not a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
To the casual fan, there's no big fights worth watching.
Yeah. That's a luxury to have.
The barrier of entry is lower. You don't have to pay.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So
watch these fights. Watch
100%.
them. This way, when Anderson Silva does knock out a Rich Franklin, you know who the fuck he is, and you're not at the bar we were at saying, "Oh, how did this guy win?
How did random get the belt?"
Because he's a beast and he's about to be the GOAT.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I mean, he was
100%. It happened.
So watch these fights. If you say you're an MMA fan, watch these fights that you don't think are worth it. Because that's when you're going to see the best fights.
And the crazy thing is, man, these women come out and fight their ass off.
Right?
Hell, the fight before, not the heavyweight fight, which was crazy.
Yeah.
That was a crazy ass fight.
That's Julian.
Felipe and
Yorgan De Castro and Carlos Felipe.
Yeah, De Castro and Felipe. Man, that was a fun little fight. Whew. Felipe is an interesting character.
He is. That's what Julian's... all I gotta say, Punk pass a sunny side up. So we were watching this fight, and I have no idea what this means, but he was like, "Yo, the Castro's got some sunny side up titties." I don't know where it came from or what or I guess when he was sitting, they looked like sunny side up eggs. I have no idea.
Oh my God!
And I'm like, well, I don't call my sunny side up eggs sunny side up. I call them dippy eggs because you dip the bread in them.
Oh,
so then he started calling them dippy titties.
Oh my God! Body shaming. Julian Mendez body shaming. justmoves@gmail.com.
Hit him up.
Over here, body shaming them heavyweights. Yeah, them boys was out there throwing though.
They were
throwing. They slowed down a little bit in
but you know what?
In the final rounds. But you know what, man? When you're carrying around that much weight,
especially that kind of weight,
you're gonna slow down a bit.
Stipe heavyweights, these were heavyweights.
These were actual heavyweights. I would argue Stipe could fight light heavyweight, dude. Honestly, he's what,
if he wanted to.
235. He's not cutting for 235. He could make. If he wanted to, he could fight light heavyweight. So. These guys are true heavyweights.
Yeah, they're not cutting.
I mean, they might be cutting.
They might be to make heavyweight.
Make heavyweight.
But
yeah, man. And then was it
Duranamy, who was like, we thought she was losing that fight.
She was getting.
Yeah, she was. She was doing good in the first round.
Yeah.
She was doing decent, but then the Venezuela Vixen,
took it over.
She's no joke, man. She is no joke.
And they made that one mistake.
That was quick, man.
Yeah. You shoot it for a takedown, you got to protect your neck, man. You got to protect your neck.
Yeah.
Because the Venezuelan Vixen almost got her in the guillotine before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she and here's the thing. That also shows the heart of a warrior as well. When when you come from behind like that, a lot of fighters will be losing on paper on the cards. You're looking at it and they're losing. And then these opportunities present themselves, but they don't pull the trigger.
For sure.
Right.
She saw the opportunity to get that neck, pulled the trigger, whether it was desperation. Well, no matter what it was, she was able to get it. I mean, she did. She had some offense in the fight.
She did.
So it's
for
not
sure.
like it was a lopsided affair, but she was definitely behind.
Yeah.
She was definitely behind in that fight. But still another excellent fight.
Oh, yeah. Like,
also back from the clutches of retirement, Carlos Conduit, the natural born killer.
Yeah.
Whoo! That dude.
He was on the prelims.
He was on the prelims. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to watch every fight.
Yeah. I didn't see the prelims.
Carlos Condit, who is former interim welterweight champion and was a title contender for a long time, but had a string of losses and was, talking about retirement. I think he even stepped away for a little bit. Came back and fought, I believe, Court McGee.
Yep. Court McGee.
And fought him to, I think dropped him a few times, if I'm not mistaken, but
got him in a decision.
Yeah, basically got him to a decision. It beat him in a decision, like a pretty, not a split. Nope. Like it was a pretty decisive decision. Yeah.
But that was good to see.
Was good to see. One thing I kind of don't like about the verbiage some of the media outlets have been using about Holmes' fight. They were like, Holly Holm cruises to a unanimous decision. I'm like, that wasn't a cruise. Like, she went out there and fought her ass off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She dominated. Like, I feel like that doesn't give it the credit.
Yeah, right. Like cruise. Like, no,
cruise.
like
she walked in the ring and it was a punch here, punch there, and this girl didn't even bother to show up to fight. It was like,
I mean, like, maybe, in a sense, it was a cruise because she dominated. She
dominated,
but she still, made she known.
Irene was trying to take her head off every chance that she got. Irene was trying. Yeah, it's just Holly was really smart about her movement. Really smart about her footwork, although it may not seem like that because it went one direction.
It did.
So Irene never cut the cage off. Yeah. She just let her circle. Yeah. If you let somebody circle like that, it's an endless pool. It's an infinity pool. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can never catch you. Yeah. It's like if we run the exact same speed, right? And I'm 5 feet away from you, we both take off and I'm chasing you.
Yeah. You never catch me.
I'm never gonna catch you unless I start doing some tomfoolery. I gotta use some trick.
Like cut through people's backyards and shit.
I gotta, I gotta do some things. I gotta Ferris Bueller my way through the. But yeah, she circled away from the left hook of Irene, which is what she's been starching people with, and just kept feeding her punches, feeding her kicks, feeding her takedowns. When she was down there, she's the pressure she was using while she was down there, that takes a lot out of you. Having to deal with your own weight on the ground is one thing, and then to deal with the weight of someone else. Yep. And then like you add to that. So I'm already dealing with your weight. So I'm already dealing with 100 and probably 50 something pounds because they weigh in at 135, right? So she probably walks at like 145, maybe 150, maybe a tad bit more. So now I'm dealing with that, right? And not only am I dealing with that, it's like trying to It's like trying to deal with a heavy bag on top of you while you're laying on the ground, but then it starts punching you and trying to hold you. And it starts punching you and trying to hold you down. So now you got to deal with that. Man, the gas tank on these chicks. Yeah, wow.
It's crazy.
I am so like that. Fights like that give me faith that when people talk about super athletes, right? Yeah. Obviously, super athletes exist. We talk about LeBron all the time as a super athlete. Honestly, Floyd Mayweather was a super athlete. Yeah. Mike Tyson. These people are super athletes.
John Jones, a super athlete. You know what I mean? Phelps, a super athlete. Usain Bolt is a super athlete. I would even say Izzy right now.
Izzy is a 100%. Yeah. Izzy is a super athlete. Like there's super athletes that exist. Again, there's also people that are just technically so skilled
that makes them look.
Yeah. Like when people talk about basketball, they bring up Larry Bird, right?
Yep.
I never put Larry Bird in the category of a super athlete, but as far as like technical, that dude was as super skilled as it possibly gets.
Yeah. You know for sure. Yeah. Because like if you look at him, he doesn't have the athletic. You would just be like, like, all right, but you get that
in great shape.
No, yeah,
in great shape,
but just not the specimen.
Yeah, he's not. But yet, not a super athlete.
You get him between the lines in his sport. And you're like, this is happening.
Exactly. Another super athlete would be, who was the tennis guy? Old school tennis dude.
John McEnroe.
John McEnroe. Dude was a beast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dude was a beast. So was what was her name? It's not Billie Jean King, is it? Yes. Tennis player. Is it Billie Jean King?
Yeah.
Another super athlete. Yeah. Same thing with the
Williams sisters.
The Williams sisters. Super athletes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's super athletes that exist. Holly Holm is definitely on that list of super athletes. Like this is a person like Holly Holm does stuff that you're like, there's no way that the average 38-year-old woman is doing these things.
No. Yeah.
Sure. Honestly, Holly Holm last night looked better than like a 20-year-old, you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Like somebody in their prime. Yeah. Like I've seen people in their prime go out there and gas before Holly Holm even started taking deep breaths.
This might be kind of outlandish, but technically, she almost looked a little bit better than she did against Rousey. I know
100%.
I know she destroyed Rousey, but it was just more of a complete package. You know what I mean? Like
Gonzo says Steve Nash. I'd put Steve Nash in there. Yeah. For wrestling? Yeah, 100%. I'd put him in there.
Yeah. Soccer, football, soccer, basketball.
I thought he meant Steve Big Sexy.
Oh, no. That's Kevin Nash.
Oh, yeah. Steve, my bad. Yeah, Steve Nash. 100%. 100%. Kobe is another one. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, she did. You know what? She did. She looked a lot better against Irene than she did against Rousey. Yeah. I think part of that could be the game plan against Rousey was probably never to clinch.
No.
Feed her punches, feed her kicks, put her. Don't go to the ground. Because the last thing you want to do is to go to the ground with somebody like Rousey. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that usually doesn't. Listen, I'm not a huge fan, but no, I mean on the ground, she's.
No, you don't want to.
Jesus, she's a freaking
Olympic judo
champion. Yeah, yeah, you don't go to the ground with people like that. You don't
even let them get close to grab you.
Yeah.
And you saw like she didn't
armbarred everybody. Yeah. So it's like, you ain't.
Like even when it was about to happen, how Holmes like, no, you're not grabbing me.
Yeah, she like flung her off. Yeah, right?
It's like, no, this is not happening.
Yeah, we ain't going down there.
Right? And then, hey, take this kick with you.
Yeah. I don't know what's down there, but I'm not going to see.
You'll see it.
There's certain. I mean, look at when Anderson fought Damian Maia.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, that's a boring fight. It's because Maia was trying to get him to the ground, and Anderson was like, why the fuck would I do that?
I mean, I can go, but not against you.
Anderson's a legit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. But Damian Maia, there's levels.
And
he is
just like with Overeem and striking.
Yeah.
Well, Ubereem.
Yeah, Ubereem.
Like there was striking, and then there was Ubereem by himself.
Like, there's Anderson is a legitimate Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, high level, but then there's Damian Maia.
And he's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, there's not. Why would I do that?
If your name wasn't Damian Maia, I'd go down there.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it. I'm the champ. You got to come up here and fight me.
You go. We're fighting up here today.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he caught a lot of flack for that fight. And it's like, it takes two to tango.
Right.
Like, it literally takes two people to make a fight. Like, Listen, if you're not trying to engage, I'm not going to force you, because that's how you get knocked out. Trying to force somebody to engage, and then they clip you, and the next thing you know,
what he did with Weidman.
Yeah.
He started putting his guard down to get Weidman to engage, and Weidman was the first one in how many years to just say, "Hey, I'm going to hit this dude and see what happens."
Yeah, see what happens. He got caught.
Which is my beef with that whole thing. Like that, you won. Yes, you won.
Well, a lot of people say, Michael Bisping said the first fight Anderson beat himself. The second fight, his leg snapped. That second fight was definitely a fluke. People's legs don't just snap like that. Yeah. Even the way Weidman kind of checked the kick that's not how you check kicks.
Oh, to Weidman it was.
Yeah. Oh, to him it was.
His fans,
but you don't really check kicks like that.
No, you don't.
Anyone that checks kicks, you don't really check them like that. It's and then he went on to do some things.
Oh yeah, no,
he went on to do some things.
Look,
but
you gotta.
He definitely didn't go on to be one of the greatest middleweights of all time. Definitely not.
No.
That shit ended pronto.
And that whole argument, like, oh, well, if he beat the GOAT, he's the GOAT. No, he's not.
Nah, it don't work like that.
Because, look, the best of anything loses.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
In order to beat a GOAT, you got to either, A, beat the GOAT, or do, like...
You have to beat it and then equal his...
Yeah.
And you didn't.
If you don't get to fight the GOAT, then you have to go on to be, kind of like, Blachowicz, is that how you say his last name?
Yeah.
So he didn't get a chance to fight John Jones. No. Now there's talks John might come back down to fight him.
John Jones,
but if he doesn't, then he needs to just go on and make a legacy, and then you can be the light heavyweight GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But personally, I don't think he beats John. I don't think he beats John Jones.
You don't want that problem.
I don't think there's a lot of people out there that can beat John Jones.
No.
But I do have one question.
What's up?
Why in the bloody fuck would Chris Weidman ever say what he said the other day? Did you already say about
No.
He's enlightened me.
Was it Chris Weidman?
He talked shit about Izzy?
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can find it. I swear to God.
It wouldn't surprise me if he did. Because
he said
you know what? It wouldn't.
So when
he would get him on the ground and ragdoll him, is what he said. And I almost shit my pants. You got to be fucking. Have you watched the fight this guy's been fucking in? I swear to God, it was Chris Weidman.
Sounds like something that Chris Weidman would say. Because he also said when he went up to light heavyweight that he is the person that can beat John Jones.
Oh my God.
And then instantly got knocked out that fight against Blachowicz.
Yeah, like, dude, like, look.
Like, there are some things that, you can sit there and say, okay, and do, but let's be honest. If you've watched Izzy fight,
yeah, you're not going to
get him to the ground. If you might get him to the ground, that's fine. And Chris Weidman is good on the ground. Mm-hmm. You're not going to ragdoll him.
No.
Period. If you get him to the ground.
Yeah.
If.
And the thing about getting him to the
Matt said he did say that, and Izzy would
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Izzy. I believe that right now Weidman's best course of action. If here's the thing, not to cut you off, but here's what Chris Weidman said.
Oh, God.
I just realized I have two common opponents with Adesanya: Gastelum, who I finished, then Silva, who I had finished twice. Adesanya squeaked by decisions on both of those guys. Adesanya is just another Silva without a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Easy money.
Wow.
Are you out of your fucking mind? Like, seriously.
Hold on. Can somebody pull up? Let me pull up. Is Weidman even? Does he even have a winning record right now? Like, isn't he coming off of losses right now?
He's 15-5, but I'm pretty sure he's coming off of two or three losses in a row.
I think he's coming off of like two or three. Because I
don't even want to type this dude's name.
I know Blachowicz knocked him out. I know Jacare.
Oh,
knocked him out. Yeah. I think. I know Romero knocked him out.
I saw that on Twitter the other day.
Rockhold knocked him out.
I literally just sat there for a minute and was like, dude,
I think he's just trying to get into
it. He's kind of like the typical celebrity who had his 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
And then once it goes away, then you want to make noise again.
Yeah.
It's like, no, like you didn't go away. You got pretty much destroyed.
You got put away.
Yeah, you got put away. Like, you don't get to come back. You don't get to talk.
Yeah.
When you're nothing.
Or it makes you look bad. It just makes you look bad. Like, dude, listen, you've been getting knocked out left and right.
Yeah.
What makes you think it's going to be any different with Izzy? You got to get inside in order to take him down. And you're striking.
And if Yo Romero didn't take him down, you're not taking him down. Because, you're a good wrestler, but Yo Romero's an even better wrestler than you.
Gon said 1-3 in his last 4 fights.
Yeah, see, that's...
So there's no way in hell...
No room to talk.
What he's trying to do right now, I'll tell you exactly what he's trying to do.
Thank you, Gons, by the way.
He's trying to talk his way into...
a fight.
A championship fight.
Yeah.
He's trying to talk his way into a title bout.
You know what the sad thing is?
You know what I mean? A lot of times what fighters will do, they'll start making noise, they'll start talking, so then the fans get behind them, and then eventually they'll make the fight because it's a money fight. You know what I'm saying? Right. Unfortunately for him, fans have gotten a little bit smarter lately and started seeing through that shit. Because you had people like Conor McGregor, right?
Yeah.
But Conor McGregor was making good on his shit talking. Conor McGregor would talk shit and then go out there and beat people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like him or not, he was going out there and winning. 100%. And winning fights. Right. Weidman has been saying things even when he decided to go up. Like, first of all, okay, he lost the belt and then it all went downhill from there.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he lost his fucking mind once he lost that belt.
Right.
And then everybody at 85 was just putting him out. Yeah. So then he's like, okay, I'm moving up to 205. Like right there, if you move up a weight class or down a weight class and you're on a winning run, you're challenging yourself. Yeah. If you're on a losing run, that's basically you saying, okay, I can't fuck with these people at 85. Let me try 205. Right. I'll be a little bit bigger. I'll carry a little bit more weight. Maybe I'll have more power. So then the minute he got to 205, he started talking shit about John Jones.
Yeah.
He tried to get a fucking title fight. Yeah. And he's a former champion. So usually they'd be like, okay, well, we'll start working on that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take this fight real quick and then Blachowicz puts him to sleep.
Yeah.
So it's like at that point, it's clear that talking shit is not the way to go.
No.
You know what I mean? So then you go back down in weight. I think he beat the one person that he beat. And then
Matt says even worse, 2-5 in his last 7 fights.
He's lost 6 out of his last 8 fights.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like fam, what are we supposed to do? Yeah. We're supposed to put you with a losing streak, and it's not like he looked good in these fights.
No,
he looks like shit.
Yeah, it's not like he's looked good. Yo Romero is questionable. Yeah. Like he looked okay until Romero hit him with that knee and put him to sleep. You know what I mean? He looked okay, but it's not like he's looked particularly great in any of these fights. Yeah. So like my question is like, what does he think? What fantasy does he live in where he thinks that this is going to go well for him is what I don't understand.
The fantasy of him believing he was as good as he was when he beat Silva. Yeah, because he didn't see how he beat Silva.
Yeah,
you did what you had to do. You fought, you got the W, so you got the belt. Hey, good for you. But there's also ways you win.
Yeah.
And you didn't do anything special in either fight against Silva.
I mean, the general consensus is that in that first fight, Silva beat himself.
Yep.
And in the second fight,
he was winning the fight, and then his
fucking leg snaps.
Yeah.
And then you celebrate like a tool with somebody's leg, with a possible career ending,
saying, "Oh, I told you so." Wow.
Yeah, that's like I don't know. When people act like that, it's weird to me. I've seen that happen in fights, and usually the other fighter is like, "Yo," like either consoling the person or something like that, because that's not good, dude. That's potentially somebody not being able to provide for their family.
Well, to me, like that's...
Granted, Anderson's rich, but still, that's potentially somebody not being able to do the thing that they've trained their entire life to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like in football, right? Somebody's leg gets broke. Or remember when, what's his name from the Celtics? His ankle snapped and it was here in Cleveland, wasn't it?
Gordon Hayward.
Yeah. Gordon Hayward with his ankle snapped. Like everybody took a knee, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to see shit like that. Yeah. You know? These are your coworkers. You don't want to see shit like that. You don't want to see somebody's leg get broke. Any beef between Weidman and Anderson was caused by Weidman.
No, for sure.
That was
100%.
That was Weidman holding a grudge.
Yeah.
Right. So even now, any beef between Weidman and other fighters is from him, having that attitude that he has.
Yeah.
That kind of, honestly, it's kind of a privileged attitude.
It is.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He thinks he just deserves a shot at Izzy. Like, no, fam, you got to win some fights, my dude.
Like Izzy is actually making good on his promise by fighting legitimate fighters.
Yeah.
He wants to fight legitimate fighters.
And he's fighting people that actually deserve the title shot.
He doesn't have to fight you to, at the end of his career, be like, I fought every fighter.
Right.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest,
you don't mean nothing to that.
Weidman's irrelevant right now.
Yeah. He's irrelevant. He's lost 6 of his last 8 fights. He's not in any good, standings. I mean, when's the last time he fought? Years ago. So it's like, great. Take it for what it's worth. I mean, his exact quote was, and this was in an interview with Chael Sonnen, so that explains. That tells you all you need to know about that right there.
But even Chael Sonnen, he talks shit.
Yeah, but if he
gets his ass kicked, he's like, yeah, he got against beat. Silva.
Yeah.
Right. Like, hey, I was winning that whole fight, and then I don't know what the fuck happened in the last 15 seconds. He said that. You know what I mean? Like he
even said, he was like, yeah, and then the second one, he beat me. He's like, listen, somebody beat you twice. Yeah. Kind of don't say shit.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, nothing you could say. So his exact quote was, if you're into MMA and you really understand the game, you look at my game. I present some serious trouble for Adesanya, and more than anybody's ever had in the past. He hasn't really fought any really great accoladed wrestlers other than Yoel Romero, who doesn't use his wrestling. So I don't even count that. I'm the type of guy that will bring that pressure. I will take him down, and I'll ragdoll him on the floor.
Wow.
Now, my question is, has he watched Izzy fight at all, period?
He has, but he's watched it with the goggles of...
I mean, seriously.
He's been watching him fight with beer goggles.
Because let's be honest here. Paulo Costa pressures people like no other.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
And you saw... in that fight,
2 minutes. What the fuck is happening?
2 minutes into that fight, there was no pressure at all.
None.
Let's be honest here.
Cam, and you saw his fight plan go out the freaking.
It was gone. There's no way Chris Weidman has pressures people more than Costa does.
No way, not at all.
And if Costa couldn't do that to him, there's no way you're going to hop in the octagon with him and do that
and just magically
be able to pressure him to the ground. That's not going to happen.
Best case scenario. He shoots in, gets the takedown, and then just top pressure the entire fight. Because I don't know about Izzy's. I don't know about his game from his back.
Yeah,
his takedown defense is really good. He's really good at getting back to his feet. So best case scenario. But that's assuming he doesn't eat any punches or knees on the way in.
Right.
That's my thing. Is you can pressure him, but can you get him to the ground?
you got to get him down there.
Especially because you know how I feel about Silva. This dude is throwing strikes from even more crazy angles than Silva.
Yeah.
So it's like you could try to have the same fight plan against Silva.
But it's different. It's a different dude.
Well, it's like Weidman said when he was fighting Silva and Machida. He's like, look, I'm the young lion coming in and taking over the old guard, if you will. Yeah. Izzy's the young lion.
Still take
and Weidman.
The problem is he has the guard already.
And Weidman is the old lion, but the old lion that's already been beat a bunch of times. Like, dude, like the aura around your chin that stops you from getting knocked out is gone. Like you've been slept by a whole bunch of people.
Like this isn't,
you know what I'm saying?
This isn't Scar.
Yeah. Like he's
against Mufasa.
He's already been knocked out. He got knocked. To use his logic, he got knocked out by Romero. Yeah. And Izzy had Romero scared to really even engage. Right. So by that logic,
you just used your logic against you. You know what I mean? Like
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Like by that logic, it
But that caught me off guard earlier in the week. I think it was like Wednesday or something. I read that. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me read this because this is ludicrous.
And he also finished what's his name? Was it Gastelum? Gastelum was a much different fighter when he fought Weidman than he is now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's just honestly, it's just idle chit chat. If you ask me,
it's like like in The Lion King, it would be like Scar knowing he beat Mufasa.
Yeah.
Knowing he has to fight Simba again, or he's going to have to fight Simba, but he thinks he's the same type of lion that defeated Mufasa.
Right.
It's like, no, you beat an equally older lion.
Yeah.
You are now an old lion calling out the young lion who isn't trying to get the guard. He has it.
It's already there. It's already his.
Yeah. It's already like, what do you think you're trying to accomplish?
And that's what baffles me about it is I really don't understand why he would even say something like that.
The only thing it could be is like just grasping at straws at this point.
Because honestly, I don't think Dana White's going to look at that and go, "Oh, I'm going to make money." Listen, I like watching Adesanya fight. Okay, but I'm not gonna sit there and pay $70 to watch him mop Chris Weidman with the floor in a possibly two round fight.
Honestly,
they don't go past that.
Honestly, I don't think anybody's going to pay for that.
Nobody would want to watch that.
Really quick in the Twitch chat, Death527 said, "Hey."
Hey back.
What up?
So hey back to you.
Hello. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I really don't think anybody's really going to spend the money to actually watch.
I mean, we've seen how crazy casual UFC fans are, though.
Yeah, you're right.
And he is American, so he's God's gift to everybody.
Yeah.
Mayweather's American too, but everybody I know was rooting for not you guys, but most people I know was rooting for Conor.
Yeah.
Like all the American, America First guys were all rooting for Conor. I'm like, whoa, wait, what happened?
You know anything about fighting?
Oh man, yeah. Like honestly, saying that Weidman, in my opinion, Weidman saying that he could beat Izzy is the equivalent to me of Conor saying that he was going to knock out Mayweather.
It's blasphemous.
It's like, yo, clearly this dude like completely outclasses you on the feet. Your only chance is to take him down. We saw how that went against when he fought Reyes. He tried to get him down. He got him down. He got back up. You know what I mean? Right. Weidman's grappling isn't what it used to be. You know. And it could be a confidence thing because I don't deny that Weidman has the skill to beat almost anyone.
Yeah.
But it's a confidence thing, dude. You're coming off of so many losses but it's almost like you don't even realize it.
It's like he's pumping himself up.
Yeah, like you're still talking like you can't. Like I would honestly would like to. I kind of would like to see what would happen if Izzy was like, "All right, let's fight."
Right.
Like, all right, let's do it.
You know what? And maybe because he's still caught up with Costa because Costa's still talking shit.
Yeah.
Like he's posting videos and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So maybe it's because of that, but I am surprised knowing the type of dude Izzy is.
Oh, he responded. He said something to him. Let me find it. Hold on.
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Izzy responded?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he said something to him.
Oh, man.
I got to find it. It was actual video.
Hopefully it's something good.
Miss Blue Belt is in the
Blue Belt is
chat.
up in here.
What up, Blue Belt?
Blue Belt. Oh, geez. Matt said we have Kobe Covington for that.
For what?
Here's the
to talk shit and all that?
Here's the problem with that, though, is I don't think nothing to do with my opinion of the man himself. I don't think Covington sees the welterweight belt.
No.
Ever.
Mm-mm.
I don't think he gets past Usman. I don't think he gets past Gilbert Burns.
Fuck no.
I don't think he gets past Gilbert at all whatsoever.
He did look good against Woodley.
He looked good against Woodley.
Also hasn't.
Woodley is a different.
There's something going on there. You know what I mean?
He is a different person than he's ever been because Woodley did not look like the Woodley of old at all whatsoever.
He hasn't looked the last 4 fights.
Yeah, at all whatsoever.
Looks disengaged.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on there, but I don't see him beating Usman. I don't see him getting past Burns.
Usman's already beat him.
Yeah, Usman already beat him. And I think Usman's about to fight Burns, right? Yeah. Yep. I don't see Kobe getting past was
that the welterweight?
Was it Jorge?
Oh, Masvidal.
Yeah. I don't see him getting past Masvidal. No. To be completely honest with you, I don't really see him getting past Masvidal.
Especially if Masvidal has a chance to fight for not saying that the BMF belt isn't real. Yeah. But it's a gimmick belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if he gets in the position to fight where he's almost maybe getting an opportunity at the real belt, you ain't getting past him if you're
they're talking about the older Diaz brother might come back.
Nick,
Nick might fuck around and fight Kobe.
He looks good.
I wouldn't mind seeing a fight between Nick and Kobe.
Me neither.
I think Nick submits him.
Because I think Kobe, before that, I think Covington will get a whole lot of Stockton slaps.
Emily said Pun really is the GOAT co-host. He always shouts me out every single time. MVP co-host. Oh, you right.
Thank you.
MVP.
You right. That's it. That's his job. That's what he does. That's what he's.
Where is it? That's the welterweight, right?
Yeah, welterweight.
All right, my Pun's looking for that.
Gonzo said Jorge is my favorite fight. Your favorite fighter or your favorite fight? What were you about to say, Cam?
I want to hear what Adesanya put up a video And then there was 2 responses, but I don't know what it says. I can't hear what he says. I'm going to listen to it real quick.
Okay, go ahead. Do your thing. Yeah, I think the welterweight belt, I mean, Colby's done a good job of getting to where he is now. But I think the belt right now is just out of reach for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Burns looks great. And Usman kind of like progresses every time he fights. I think the welterweight picture right now looks like Usman, Burns, and Jorge.
So they have Covington too right now behind Usman in the welterweight.
Yeah, because he just fought for the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Because he just fought for the belt, and in his next fight he won. You know what I mean? So Gilbert Burns is coming up. Is Burns number 3? Yeah.
Leon Edwards is 4.
Oh yeah, there's Leon Edwards.
Jorge Masvidal. He just beat. You still got Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
He's not beating Diaz.
Yeah, I don't
either of them. He's not beating Nick or Nate.
Yeah.
Anthony Pettis, Stephen Thompson, Damian Maia.
Man, I would like to see Stephen Thompson fight
Neil Magny.
Man, yeah, there's some beasts.
Robbie Lawler. That dude
Covington already beat Robbie Lawler.
Oh, he did. Oh, that's right. That dude we were watching, Khamzat Chimaev.
He's at welterweight?
Yeah.
I thought he was a middleweight.
Maybe he moved. Maybe he goes back. I don't know. He's 15 in welterweight.
Dude, if he fights welterweight, it's a wrap for if they let him fight Covington, it's curtains.
That's the dude who already has fights.
Yeah, already has fights lined up before I thought he was a middleweight.
Me too.
What the hell? What is going? Hold on, man. Let me look.
Gunnar Nelson.
Oh yeah, Gunnar Nelson is a beast at welterweight.
Donald Cerrone's still there. Nico Price.
I think did Covington fight Donald Cerrone? I don't know if he fought Donald Cerrone.
I'm not sure. Let me see.
How do you spell Khamzat's last name? What is it?
It's his first name is Khamzat, and then his last name is Chimaev. Chimaev.
All right, let me see. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, 170 pounds.
That's a bad boy.
Look out.
That dude.
Dude, I would not be surprised. He's right now, World MMA Rankings has him 15.
Yo, that guy, as soon as he hits the top 10, he's gonna get a title shot.
Deservingly so.
Yeah, because I think you got to be top 10 in order to get a title shot. I think. Yeah, as soon as he hits top 10, he's probably gonna get a title shot.
Unless these dudes just beat each other out, and
because that dude's been sleeping literally everyone. Like I'm looking at his record: TKO, submission, TKO, KO, technical submission, TKO, submission, TKO, KO. Like holy crap!
Like his next 2 fights are already booked.
Yeah. Well, so
he's fighting Maia next.
He's supposed to fight Maia, but I think Maia had to pull out of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Maia had to pull out. So now they're talking to Stephen Thompson.
Okay.
If anybody's able to beat him, it's Stephen Thompson.
It is Stephen Thompson.
Stephen Thompson has a style that
is very
unique.
Yeah, it's a very unique style. But I mean, that dude can sleep anyone, man, anyone. I would be interested.
And he's confident.
I'd be interested in a fight between him and Covington.
I would.
That would be interesting to watch, dude. That would be interesting to watch.
That would remind me, I know this is going to sound a little weird, but that would remind me of a Conor Khabib in the sense that Colby Covington likes to run his fucking mouth.
Yes, he does.
And Chimaev is kind of quiet about it and then gets in the ring and lets his fighting do the talking.
And just sleeps.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure, Khabib went back and forth, but you didn't, when Conor was running his mouth, you didn't hear a lot from Khabib.
Yeah, Khabib didn't really go back and forth at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's the Russian way.
That kind of that fight would kind of remind me of that in the sense that, Covington up until then would just sit there and run his fucking mouth.
And just say stuff and say stuff. And
then get in the ring and possibly get mollywopped and then,
just get slept within the first minute or two.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I mean,
some good fights to look forward to. Man. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
Kind of excited about these. I really can't wait to see him fight again. I really can't wait to see him work his way up. And then I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Usman, to be honest with you. I think that would be a pretty interesting fight. Mm-hmm. Does Usman's wrestling kind of cancel out his striking? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that dude has good grappling as well. You know what I mean? Usman has decent striking, nothing to write home about, but it's decent. It's good. It's clean. You know what I mean? But that guy, whew, one punch. That last fight, one punch, and it was done. Against that dude was a big welterweight that he was fighting. Yeah. I thought they were middleweights, and just one punch, man. It was a rizap.
So speaking of fights to look forward to coming up, Saturday the 17th of October, Brian Ortega is fighting the Korean Zombie.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah. It's a fight night.
I thought that fight was supposed to happen before.
I think it was.
And then it got canceled for whatever reason. Yeah. That's a hell of a fight. Yep.
And
man.
And obviously, the next pay-per-view, the 24th, is
it's terrible.
Khabib and Gaethje. I mean, that card is... So it's Khabib and Gaethje, obviously, the main event. Then Robert Whittaker and Jared Cannonier.
That's going to be a good fight.
Alexander Volkov versus Walt Harris.
Woo!
Islam Makachev. I can't. I've heard it say it.
Yeah.
Makachev versus Rafael Dos Anjos.
I got it on the screen right now.
Okay. Yeah, help me out with that a little bit. Cynthia Cavillo versus Lauren Murphy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
a pretty stacked card.
Yeah,
that is a pretty stacked card.
That's going to be fun. But like
Cam said, the problem is with that.
It's a 2 p.m. start time.
2 p.m. start time.
And the Buckeyes play at noon. That's their first game.
But I'll have the pay-per-view
so it's a 2 p.m. start time. I'm sure the prelims start at 2.
No, that's
the main event starts at 2.
Starts at 2.
Yeah.
Well, you can have that on the iPad, and then
it'll be on in the basement.
Oh, I'll have the Ohio State game on in my basement. I'll have that on upstairs.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say you could do both. You could do both.
And hopefully by that time, the Ohio State game's a bit out of hand.
And we can just watch it.
We can just watch the fight.
I mean, that is Nebraska.
It is Nebraska.
So
which
they should
you never
be up
know,
by about 56 by then.
Did they play the team up north yet?
No.
Oh, no. We didn't even play a game yet. That's their first game, the 24th.
Oh, okay. And that's not the team up north, right?
No.
That's
team up north.
That's December 12th.
Oh, okay.
That's the last game of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an exciting card to look forward to.
It
It'll
is
be a good one.
Khabib.
I think it'd be an interesting fight between Khabib and Gaethje, man.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a little bit more interesting than people are giving it credit for.
Yep.
I think Gaethje does present. I mean, I know we say this all the time every time somebody fights Khabib. Mm-hmm. I think Gaethje poses some interesting questions. You know what I mean? He's going to give some interesting looks. I do say that if Khabib gets him on the ground and gets top position, it's pretty much a wrap at that point. But like I said about Weidman and Izzy, he's got to get there. He's got to get inside.
He's got to get him.
So, and Gaethje's striking. Gaethje's a wrestler. He's actually a really good wrestler and just took to striking. But he also used to fight with just reckless abandon. You know what I mean? Just go out there and throw himself at people, and win or lose, it was going to be an exciting fight. But I feel like you kind of can't do that with Khabib. You gotta have a game plan. You got to come in with a game plan. You got to come in. And you got to stick to it. And no matter what happens, you got to stay on the task.
Yeah.
Interesting fight. I think it's going to be was that next weekend?
2 weeks.
Or the week? 2 weeks? That's going to be an interesting. We're going to have some interesting things to talk about in 2 weeks.
Well, no, it's 24th. That's 3 weeks, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's 3 weeks.
Yeah,
3 weeks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, interesting matchups, man. All right, gentlemen. So it's about that time.
All right.
To hit old Dusty.
Got nothing left.
Woo, great show.
That was fun. You know what?
Really good show.
I like the bi-weekly.
Yeah, the bi-weekly format seems to be working out very, very well. Yeah. I dig it a lot. It keeps things running smooth.
Yep.
I dig it a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo. Pun, why don't you tell these people how they can get in touch with you? Wait, first I need to pull up my, let me get to my, there we go. Why don't you tell them how they can get in touch with you real quick?
On Instagram and Snapchat at PunFuPanda, and on Facebook, Pun Capasso.
And Mr. Cameroni DiPrinzio, how can they get in touch with you, sir?
Oh, on the gram, Cam61916. And in the Twitter sphere world, BucksGuy14.
And if you want to reach me, you can reach me at Tiger39. That's THAIGER 39 on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube. You can reach me on my Amazon wish list, Tiger39.
You will find on his Amazon wish list, it's for 9.5 and size 10 shoes.
Both.
With the L, both.
You can reach me at Grubhub. You can reach me at GoPuff,
AIM,
MySpace, AIM. Anywhere that the media is social, you can reach me there at Tiger39.
Media is social.
Also, check out Tiger39.com. This has been the Two Endangered Mammals, and we are now signing out. Peace.